So Muskie Hans is doing another line strength test. Someone suggested that I test some better braided line, so I bought some Spiderwire Stealth that I'm going to test. This must be made by the same company that makes Berkeley products, so it says it's made by Pure Fishing. But anyways, I've used this line before. It has worked pretty well for me from what I remember. I haven't used this line in a while, but we're going to see how strong it is. I usually use it on bait casters for muskie fishing. I know I've been using that as line for muskie fishing before. So we're started off, and we put an 8-pound weight in there. We have a Palomar knot tied. Then we're adding a 2.5-pound weight. And another 2.5-pound weight. This is 30-pound line, so another 2.5-pound weight. Another 2.5-pound weight. Hopefully these cheap swivels don't break before the line breaks. Okay, that is definitely not 30 pounds, but we'll see what it was. It's probably like 20. $21.3 pounds. The first test of the Palomar knot is 21.3 pounds. I need to get something to write this. And then I'm going to cut like 2 feet of it. And then we have a swivel. And then we do a Palomar knot, which you go through. This line's still hard to see. And then we do that same thing for the other swivel, wherever I had the other swivel sitting. And then we have the line tied together, and then we can cut this chunk off. And then I'm hanging it on this setup I have here. And then I have it hanging on this hook setup. It's a pretty cobble job setup, but we're just doing this for fun. Although this is like the 7th one of these I've done. Okay, so we're going to start off, we'll put in an 8-pound weight. Used this braid in a while, but I don't know, here's how they're snapping, and for some reason this braid like isn't staying together very well. Like it's fraying and it's coming apart. So when you use this line, like if you probably snap it, you're going to need to cut back farther because the braid isn't staying together very well when it's snapping. You can see it's coming apart. That's not what it's supposed to be doing. It should stay together like it's braided when it snaps, but that is not doing that, which isn't good. This is probably going to touch the ground when I stretch. So there's 8 pounds. Let's put in like 10 pounds and start adding. This braid has the same issues where it's just sliding out. So now we're on with the improved clinch knot at 18.7 pounds. So let's see what the second one is with you. So now we're trying to do a uni knot, and we're going to see how strong this Spiderwire Stealth is with the uni knot. 12.5 pounds. And it snapped, should we say, where's that scale? We'll just... So 14.5 pounds. So now I'm screwing around and I'm using the tri-lead knot. And the tri-lead knot was actually pretty strong. The first one broke at 28.3 pounds. That was even higher than the Palomar knot. That's 25.3 pounds. So the first one for the tri-lead knot has 28.3. That one was 25.3. I also used a unit knot and I got 14.5, 22.2, and 23.6 pounds with the unit knot. And then here's the line. You can hardly see this line. It's dark, which doesn't help you see it. If it was like bright pink or like that other thing. So you go through the swivel once, and you go through the swivel again, and you keep a finger in there. And someone will probably comment I'm doing this wrong. And then you wrap this around like 5 or 6 times. And then you go back through both the lines. And I think I screwed up. Then you do it on the other side. Then I have my line. .5 pounds. Make like a little loop, pinch in your line like this, and then you go through the lure, or I'm just using a swivel, and then I'm really bad at tying these knots when I'm recording. Definitely do not use this video as a way to learn to tie different knots. Just watch other YouTube videos on how to do it. So then you go back through this loop, and then you go around like 3 times or 4 times, and then you go back through this loop, and then you come back out. So it's kind of an improved clinch knot plus some things, but it stays tight on the line so that the Rapala can waddle back and forth more like this. So let's try it, do the other side. Okay, let's test this. So there's 10 pounds. So what did that one break at 21? I wonder if this will support this though. So that one. So 19.6.